G'day crew, time for a quick update on what's happening with the patients, the VS Commodore Ute. So if you tuned in last episode, you'll know that I've pulled this out of the garage after storage for 10 years and finally time to get it back on the road. So started off with a little bit of body work this week, and you'll notice that the tub rails along here are down to bare metal. Same on the other side, and same on the back. The back one's got a little bit of rust on it because it's sat out in the weather a bit. The actual tailgate itself, I just tried sanding down with a 40 grit to see if we might be able to recover it, but it's fairly well pitted. I'll try and get it up close there and you'll be able to see it. But yeah, fairly well pitted in there, so not sure if we'll recover that tailgate or end up buying a new one, but we'll see how we go. But anyway, on today we're just going to get all the dust off it, give it a quick clean. It's always a bit nicer to work on a cleaner car, so we'll get into that. Starting off with, before I put the petrol tank back in and get it running, I just want to clean out all that dirt and stuff under there. A fair bit of the, what you call barn dust, etc., sitting on the roof and bonnet. And we've got some bamboo at the back of our house, which I don't know how, but somehow all the leaves and that end up getting into the shed, and so got a fair bit of that just sitting up there along the cow. So we're going to just vacuum that out first. Once it's vacuumed up, then we'll start the washing process. So anyway, here we go. Just partway through washing it down with a bit of soap, and I thought I'd show you this all over the bonnet and the roof. It just had these little marks from where I'd left paint tins and things like that, so some surface rust. So while we're in here, just get a bit of wet and dry, got a light grit, and can just give them a really light sand, and you'll see as I sand that they start disappearing out of it. Because the paint's that old, and I'm not overly worried about buffing it up after, but ultimately if I gave this a buff after we cleaned it, then it'll still come up shiny and nice. Because I'm sanding it, it'll look a little bit dull after the wash, but no surprise when your car's been sitting for that long. But you can see just in a few seconds of the sand into the wet and dry, if I wipe that over now, you'll see it. Oops, excuse the suds, but you can probably see that most of these little rust marks are gone now. So just a quick tip, so really easy to do, really quick to do. If you've got old paint, don't be scared to give it a little bit of a light sand to get rid of some stuff on there. So there she is, just finished the wash on it, and you can start to see it's looking a lot better without all the dust sitting all over it. So starting to get a few ideas of what I want to do to it now. Always find it helps when you first clean a car. It just gives you a few more details on it, and you can start piecing together what it is you actually want to do to the car. So then found a few more little faults of where the dents are and things like that. The paint's definitely far from perfect, got a lot of marks in it and things like that. But I think what we're going to end up doing with this one is just, at least for the start of it, is just try and neaten up all of the paint as best we can. So those the rails on the ute tub, as an example, they were all scratched up because it was used properly as a ute before. So taking those back to metal, and we'll have a crack at welding up some holes where the tub liner used to fit to it. I've never done that before. I've always only ever played around with putty or bog to fill holes, but I thought I'd buy myself a small cheap MIG welder and have a crack at welding those up. And then we'll repaint those just the same white as the rest of the car. And then I might do a couple of things, like I'm just trying to get the best out of this paint that's on it as I can, and touch up a few little scratches. Might replace, one of the doors has a couple of little smaller dents in it and things like that. Replace the tailgate. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the rust off of that tailgate, but I might do a quick fix-up job on it just to make it look neat. And then later down the track I might look at actually doing a full colour change on the car. The wheels I definitely want to change. I don't mind those wheels, but ready for something different on it. I've got a few options. I've got a couple of options sitting in the shed. I also got something in mind that I might do to it as well. So I'll just give you a quick little walk around and show you what did clean up, what didn't clean up on it. So sanded out a few of the marks on the bonnet. Those little rust marks that I had from paint sitting on there, or paint cans sitting on there, and there's a bit of putty sitting on the bonnet, and some drop paint that I'll be able to clean off, but it's got definitely stone chips. You can see those through the front, some scratches where I've left something sitting on the bonnet. But the main thing is these little marks here, so I'll clean those off, they'll come up alright. And on this side the same deal, they'll come up okay too. The rest of it, the front guard's got a few little marks in it where it's just had paint chips and that have rusted over time. Come around the back of it here. I should say I haven't touched the interior at all. I just walked past, which we'll probably do next and give that a clean up as well, because if you look at the door panel here, you can see how dirty it all is in there. So before I start properly working on the car, give that a clean up. Patch on the roof where we cleaned off those little bits of surface rust. You can see there's a little bubble of rust coming up there, and a few other marks that I'll probably be able to get off. There's the one that I missed sanding off as well. So at one stage looks like a bit of a spill of paint down the side here. Yeah, there you go. So we'll get that off as well. The tray's actually not too bad, but what I'm thinking is I may end up, assuming I can weld a roll with that MIG welder, I might end up cutting out those tubs and mini tubbing it just to the chassis, just to try something different and be able to get some bigger wheels back there. If anyone wants a patinaed tailgate, yell out, let me know. Better than getting rid of that one, and I don't think I'm going to be able to rescue that. Then inside where the petrol tank sits in the tray here, it's a lot cleaner than it was, but patches like that I'll need to get in there with a bit of degreaser and a brush and detailing brush and agitate it, just to get it as clean as I can before the tank goes back in. But yeah, nice day here in Adelaide today, and nice to get it a lot cleaner than it was, get the 10 years worth of dust and crap off of it. So anyway guys, tune in, give me your thoughts and ideas on what you think I should do or shouldn't do to it. At this stage I'm still sort of thinking about ideas of what I want to do, and open to doing some different stuff as well. Then also, if you're after a set of the VTSS wheels, these ones have some really good tread on them still. The rubber is a bit old, but the tread's are really good still, and if you're keen on them and you're in Adelaide, give us a shout, and I'll probably offload them at a reasonable price too, just to clear some more space in the shed as well, and get another set of rims out of the shed to chuck on it temporarily. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Give us a like, a subscribe, to keep following the build, or follow some of the other builds we're doing as well. Thanks, bye.